Fighting out of the Bronx in New York.
Bantamweights, 118 pounds. As well for both these men.
Fought very tough schedules recently. 4 of the last 5 fighters that Agbeko Mares comes difficult fights against.
That he wants to work the body. He feels that Agbeko is punches, and that may really give him some opportunity as he throws the left hook, then the left hook upstairs.
Yeah, the young Abner Mares is really starting his first round out fast, and he's looking good.
You can't have to get off first.
Ooh, nice left hook by Agbeko in his last fight against Vic Darchinyan, but he showed that he has the ability.
Good work here in round 1, and not afraid to mix it up. Another low blow by Mares. You know, he had a point deducted against Darchinyan, and he better watch it or it'll happen here again.
Wow. Mares, straight right hand landing, backs Agbeko up against the ropes. Mares working quick. Agbeko, think of it. Not only suffered a hairline cut, another left hook, right hand. Looping right hand by Mares, putting together his punches, straight right.
Very strong, and you know what? He's having a lot of success with his punches.
And that will be
the exact opposite of Mares' start against Darchinyan.
Yeah, Agbeko seems to be hurt right now. He's trying to gather his wits about him, but this young fighter is putting an enormous amount of pressure on this veteran.
Agbeko is hurt. Mares steps back. Nice right hand. And that's the end of the first round.
There was one of 3 different low blows. That was in round 1. And then the knockdown. I don't think that's a knockdown. I think that's a slip, a left hook, and it appears to slip. He was hit with a body punch, but clearly he was slipping with the right foot when he was hit with the hook.
He was.
Bantamweight tournament fighting out of the Bronx is in the gray trunks.
It seemed like he's capable of making the necessary adjustment.
Left hook blocked, though, by Agbeko. By Mares.
He's playing with fire. Antonio, he's not a left hook arm.
Way outside, he's swinging with it.
Has issues, he said.
Man, Abner Mares has landed at least 5. Russell Moore.
Oh yeah, I mean,
blow. Ended up coming
in this fight. He hasn't.
And Antonio, it looks like he's trying to use a
conditioning or what? Like we mentioned, making weight wasn't a struggle to even make the weight limit.
And Mares is doing the body work he said he wanted to do.
Very stiff jab by.
He's had a better
for the choke title as well as Agbeko's IB. Fast pace.
Agbeko has got his feet under him a little better in this fight. Let's see if that continues. Then we go to round 2. Again, 2 of them. Good double left hook below the belt, Antonio.
The IBF world champion, some far in the making.
How hard it might be to off to a great start, but Agbeko's only been down twice in his career. And once because, and in that first round, no.
Continues.
Agbeko for pulling his head down.
It's not really, that in this case. You know, Agbeko can't win this fight trading left hooks with.
He's straight up in close quarters with this young lion. He has to keep his chin down.
He's just not like.
King fight for maybe 5 prize for all these bantamweights.
Just to get paid.
Time now.
This tournament in and of itself is an event helping this division to get really big in addition to the fighters. You know, the left hook of Mares has been very good, even though a lot of times it's
sharp. He does
solar plexus. Very effective now. Mares just starting to. Mares is putting in.
Case with the
top of our broadcast. Antonio, Al, we were both in the meeting. We were all in the meeting, rather, with Agbeko. Right. When it came to his personality, he's usually a very bubbly, enthusiastic man.
Before the weigh-in, you know, that he struggled to make weight. We don't know if the cancellation.
Let's take a look at the power punches.
Just because he's throwing a lot of legal digging left hook. What he was going to do is exceptional in this. Yeah, well, he's overcommitted to the body. After he's behind you.
Oh, beautiful. Mares is hurt.
And you know what? The kid can take a punch.
Now, another way.
Agbeko taking his time. Mares, Agbeko. Mares, man, cleared his head.
You heard a fighter be down 3 rounds.
Press the action. Another low blow by Mares.
Mares knocked down last fight. He came back and scored a knock.
He's had still very close in this fight, and that right hand punch again. Agbeko didn't. didn't follow up on it as much as he might.
Oh, that was a picture-perfect overhand. Low blows.
The fifth round scheduled for 12 for the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament Champion World Championship held by the contender Abner Mares. Had one knockdown in the first round. Mares knocking down, scoring.
Our distinguished panel, Andreas Hales from Fight Pugmire LA Times. All exactly.
Double left hooks landing for both fighters. Left hook landing by Mares. Now Agbeko starting to get a little wide.
Agbeko, he has been.
Not only has
Joseph Agbeko was winning his title
For the first 4 rounds, Mares came forward. Now he looks like he's starting to go backwards. Looping right hand, connecting, followed by a stiff jab by Mares.
This is a more focused Joseph Agbeko. And I think it's going to make these.
he's sharp tonight. He's going to have to.
I'm loath to criticize referees. I hate to do it, but in this instance,
The close of the 5th round, Mares, bantamweight.
Mares again goes low. You know, that's one of at least 10 or 12, and you see Ross.
The Bronx, New York, Abner Mares in
Managers in the sport, among many other champions. He thinks this young man has a potential elements of that.
Ooh, nice right, counter-punching right hand by Mares. Another looping right hand by Mares.
Right. This is technically a much more, of course, he won that fight.
Yeah, it definitely looks tonight that he's got, or is this just
Emerge. Let's take a look at total punches.
Goes that close in the number of punches. The power punch is clearly coming from Mares. You know, we stack with a strong finish to win tonight. He's in a start.
Off to those slow starts, and he couldn't have.
Were stopped at any point now because of that cut, they would go to the scorecards.
Right after the cut. Seconds ago in the 6th.
Because maybe he doesn't want this fight stopped.
the one he received when he
Point, Antonio.
The cut.
Get him up, get him up. Well, that's low blow number 28 in this fight for Abner Mares. Lots of excitement, though, in fights. Mares coming in, that was intentional in any way, but yet, though, the fact is he had his moment with almost virtually. Agbeko's getting his left hook in. Mares bad.
He has 22 knockouts.
Absolutely, and since we've seen him already, there's still rounds left, and a couple knockdowns could change the complexion of this fight.
And his timing. And it seems like
Yeah, it's a really good. Perfect in his last fight. He postponed, had to do 2
Camps, but yesterday he had initially weighed in at even 180.
and he's the one that suffered the injury. Oh, now I mean, that's in the worst spot.
Joseph Agbeko dating back to the opening round.
And this takes nothing away from. He's warning Agbeko for everything except being a part of Watergate. Movement by Agbeko, misses, the jab misses, and then he comes with a right hand. That's one of it.
I don't know if it was.
As well as
And if Mares was to win tonight, he'd be the first fighter they took from an. I want to reward them for what they the confidence.
Olympian, grew up in Hawaiian Gardens, California.
And in the fighters meet Oscar De La Hoya lately. Oscar De La Hoya.
And let's take a look at the power.
Hooks to the head and some straight right hands. And there again, he goes, looks to go low and gets a warning from Russell Morrow. Beautiful combination by Mares. The jab and his
Round. It's going to be with that.
Well, this fight, round 1, kind of a flash knockdown.
It's good point. 2-1 in 12-round fights. It's going to take a strong finish for Agbeko to possibly win this fight.
Left hook, leaning over. Agbeko leaning over, the uppercuts will be very.
Nothing seems to work. I had that happen. It's frustrating, and a lot of negative thoughts seem to enter your mind.
When he can get that punch in, it's very effective. That one over a lazy jab.
that eye. We start the 9th round scheduled for 12. Body work has been very, especially Abner Mares. He's gone countless times. And I'm sure
Antonio made that it could be debilitating to Agbeko and for pulling down on Abner Mares' head.
Both fighters before the in the fighters meeting that.
And you know, Agbeko, being on Russell Moore, I'm not trying to my criticism, but when you warn one fighter about a couple things all through the fight, and you don't take a point away from a guy for criticizes referees very often. Going downstairs so to body punches.
That overhand right again landed right on tonight is something that he hasn't.
To go in the 9th round. Agbeko very aggressive in this round.
Mares' defense for the most part, and that's part of the reason why he's winning. I agree.
Nice left hook at the end of the round, though.
One thing that Joseph Agbeko's been able to do in this fight from time to time, there he's going to the body, which he hasn't done much of. Warning for holding. And there's the head that got in. Tournament champion was the IBF World Championship held by Agbeko in gold from his home in Australia. He can tell you something about blows. As a matter of fact, he was so frustrated, thrown by, created a video, sent it around. Since the age of the Agbeko, is Antonio Mares necessarily. Oh, big right. Mares keeps coming forward as we take a look at the total punch. Over 1,000. This round, Joseph Agbeko has landed some good power punches. Could he be turning things around a bit?
That uppercut right now, the right hook.
Right in the back of the head.
Again, the uppercut inside, Al.
Breathing out by Agbeko.
It looks like
in a fight like jab, again, you look for subtle shifts. Joseph Agbeko is really controlled in this fight. Punches of Mares indicates perhaps he's getting a bit fatigued. Remember, Mares usually starts slowly.
The championship rounds.
Now they're built this way to do this to referees. This is outrageous. It's an outrage.
It is, because this seems like this guy has refused to warn.
Tell them, don't do it anymore. I haven't criticized the referee this much in a. We go back into the round. That one, obvious, and that's where Agbeko was hurt. I mean, and again. Showtime bantamweight to fight in Las Vegas. Joseph Agbeko, the IBF World Champion, has been hit low, contender. And you know, this has been, there's a beautiful hook by Mares. Maybe his best power punch in the last couple rounds. Agbeko has been coming back in these last few rounds and maybe making this a closer fight. He's short. Take a look at press row scoring. An indication of what we talked about now. Mares only with a 1-point lead. This is unofficial scoring, of course, on 2 of the cards, and a 3-point edge in Lance Pugmire. Mares getting tired. Agbeko circling, using his jab. And imagine if there's been a point deducted. Left hook. Backs up the champion. This fight looks like he's throwing. He should have throughout this fight. 1:14 to go. And he's landed a lot of clean body shots as well, but a lot of them below the border. Oh, again. Oh, my goodness. Down.
Oh, my. It was a low blow, and this referee has failed in this fight, totally.
Has to be ready. Mares coming right at him. We'll show you the replay.
If it's not the right call.
Beat the referee as well.
Russell Moore had a good look at this. He's in position. He's in perfect position.
Low blow.
That's so low. He's not only, oh my goodness. How could you not see that?
He hit it right in the cup.
He's right there. That's
repeatedly the ref to take a point. And you are fighting for a title for the second time.
Too official. It takes him out of the fight.
If in fact that score was low blows. You make it a
by Mares now. He knows he's winning the fight. Not taking any chances. Circling. Now Mares gets him and he gets out. In the 12th and final round.
If I was in my box, he could probably afford to buy. Thinking he may have
to say that I'm not
right. That's right.
To control
fighter who has fought well, penalize him.
And not only has he broken the rules repeatedly in this fight, same thing in his last fight against.
When he throws that, is the constant warning to Agbeko for more. But in any case, it's going to go to a decision.
And if Abner Mares wins this fight, it will be a tainted win. Stats.
The new IBF Bantamweight champion of
What is praying